Om Sahano Avatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhi Tamastuma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti 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 Pujanti Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvam Marogatam Ajadyam Vakpadatvancha Hanuman Smaranan Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much. Some known names in the board and some new. I respect and surrender and salute the audience. Sabhayam Namaskaraha. That's very important. Without Sabhe, our existence has no significance. जब आप है तो हम हैं, जब आप है तो हम हैं, जब हम हैं तो सब है. So this is what the audience means for me. When you are there, I'm there. When we are there, the whole world is there. So that is a beautiful, quote I quote from Bejban, famous Amitabh Bachchan's dialogue at the end of the movie. Today I have chosen the topic management mantras of Ramayana. In fact, I have written a research article on this long back, maybe some 6-7 years back. I presented this paper in an international conference organized by ISKCON, and this article was published by ISKCON in their journal. So that's another thing what I want to dwell upon here. All along, whatever Vasu has told, that is only a caution to me that I need to go a long way in learning. Learning never ends. Many times I will sit back when I think, I always feel I am very humble to tell you in front of you. I surrender and I tell you, I feel that I have not done justice to my life. A long way to go. I need to learn a lot and understand a lot, do a lot of the study, do a lot of adhyayana, adhyapana, then all these things are required to do. I don't know how long we keep on learning throughout our life. So having said that, friends, before I go to the real topic, the management mantras of Ramayana today, I give you a small prelude, maybe a forward, a prelude, an introduction, preamble to my talk. This may give us some sort of understanding what our epics, our epics, the stories, the Purana, 18 Puranas we have, Ashtadasha Purana. So these Puranas, whatever that our the ancestors, our Siddhas, our Rishis, our Munis, our the Gyanis, what they have given to us, it is all in a coded form. Well, we should have to understand this. It's all in coded form. Shruti, Smruti, Purana. These are the three very important things we should know in our Indian scriptures. Shruti, that is Vedas, Upanishads. Smruti, that is Bhagavad Gita, then Yoga Vasishta, these are come under Smruti. Then Purana. In Shruti and Smruti, there is, these things are, there is a clarity in what we are going to. But in Purana, it is in the story form. Like we tell stories to the children, like always we tell stories because children are very interested in stories. If you give stories, if you tell Purana, if you tell some Vedantic scriptures, they are not interested. Hey, this is very boring. The same thing, you tell a story, then they are interested. They are very good in that, Tarani Darshanakinta Kirananubhava Sulabha. Parama Darshanakkinta Sari Udaharane. Whatever that we are going to tell, if we can Sari Udaharane, give a small Drishtanta, the example. Parama Tattvakinta Sari Udaharane. Parama Tattvavakanda Guruva Narasudelli Doretandu Nidhanya Mankutima. Gundappa DVG very nicely says Tarani Darshanakinta Kirananubhava Sulabha. I tell this in English. See, you don't need to look at sun to understand his powers, to understand what type of the sun rays, the impact of sun rays. Kirananubhava, the rays you feel. Morning it will be cool, afternoon it is very hot, again evening it cools down. So you can understand the impact of the sun rays just by the feel. You don't need to look at sun. Parama Shastrakinta Sari Udaharane. If you have to tell a concept, you just give an example, then people will understand. Our rishis, they have done an excellent job. Like I tell you, the illusion. How to give illusion? Hey, Maya. The whole world is Maya. Jagat, Brahma Satyaha, Jagan Nityaha. The scriptures say, Puranas, Shankara Bhagavad very clearly said, Jagan Mityaha, whatever the world we are seeing, it is all Mitya, it is all untruth, it is false. Whereas Brahma Satyaha, but that Maya, the illusion, what is that? What that has covered us? How to understand that? It is so difficult. How do you understand? So you need to explain, then it will be very boring. Then our rishis have, made a very interesting, they have given an example. Rajvam Bhujangamaiva Pratibhasitam. Why? They have very clearly said, Rajvam Bhujangamaiva Pratibhas. Shankara Bhagavad Pada in his, Pratas Smarana, the shloka, he nicely says, Rajvam Bhujangam. So he says, like you see the rope in the darkness, in the night, you see the rope and you think that it is snake. Where is the snake? There is no snake, but still you felt there is a snake. Then you go and maybe with a torch, you just look at that. Oh my God, I mistook that to be a snake. But there is no snake, but there was a snake. Snake was inside us. So that is Maya. So to give example of illusion, they give example of Rajvam Bhujangamaiva Pratibhasita. Same way, all our Puranas, they are having an age, hidden, meaning, hidden significance. Only thing, you have to understand that instead of ignoring. How to decode it? We will decode it. Very simple one, small one. Example I will give you, so that we will understand. This gives us the path for our further discussion. All of us know that Rama Lakshmana, these two guys, the warriors, the Kshatriyas, when they went to the exile, to the forest, Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. They go in search of him. Somehow, Hanuman will go to Lanka and come back with a message that Sita is in Lanka. But how to reach Lanka? There is a huge ocean in front. Then they think Rama, Sugriva, and they will come to a conclusion. We will build a bridge. Sugriva and Rama, they had one army of monkeys. These monkeys have built the bridge. Huh? Monkeys building a bridge. What fun. Don't tell me. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. Monkeys cannot. How they can? How can you make monkeys to build a bridge? It is something which it cannot be digested. So now we will understand how to decode it. Now let us decode it. That is a coded word, coded story. It's a story. Rama will build a bridge with the help of monkeys. He will go to Lanka. He will kill Kumbhakarna. Then Ravana, with the help of Vibhishana, then he will take Sita and come to Ayodhya. This is the story. The very ocean symbolizes our materialistic world, materialistic ambitions. Samsara Sagarah Dukkham, Samsaram Sagarah Dukh. It is, the miseries, the worries. We have ocean of worries. The Bhavaroga, we have come to this world. This is the materialistic, this signifies the materialistic life. But we have to cross over. We have taken birth, we have to cross over. Then we reach the other end of the life, that is self-actualization. We know Maslow's hierarchy theory of needs. He says, man, first need is basics. physical needs. They may be the hunger, what he has to eat. He has first the physical needs, then the social needs. All right. Then after that, self-esteem needs. Then self-actualization. So we have to cross over this. To cross over, what we have to do? This is a very important one. How to cross over this, the life journey, the materialistic, ambitions, whatever we have, Vishaya Sukha. How to cross over? We have to control our mind. What is this mind? Mind is like a monkey. Manaha markataha. Manavanaluvudu hadada maguvana aluvanayade. Manaha markataha. Tarachu gayavanu keredu hunnanagipudu kapi. ಕೊರತೆಯೊಂದನು ನೀನು ನೆನೆದು ಕೆರಳಿ ಧರೆಯೆಲ್ಲವನು ಶಪಸಿ ಮನದಿ ನರಕವ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. Kapi, like monkey, we are all like monkeys. Our mind is like a monkey because it won't stay in one place. It goes hopping, it goes jumping from one place to another place, like monkey jumps from one branch to another branch, from one place to another place, from one tree to another tree. So monkeys, have you seen any monkey staying in one place or sitting quietly? No, it won't. That is what our mind. So in Ramayana, the very monkey symbolizes our mind only, not somewhere else monkey you bring. So to cross over the materialistic world, materialistic life, and reach the self-actualization, nirvana, or to get the peace inside us, so we have to control our mind. So Rama, symbolizes the Atman, the Paramatma, the Maryada Purushottama, the Atman himself, the Buddhi, the intellect in us, mind, body, mind, and intellect. We have three components in us. First one is body, the second one is mind, then third one is intellect, Buddhi. So he symbolizes the Buddhi, the one that drives, the driver inside the Atman. So that Buddhi has to control the mind. So when we control the monkeys, we are able to make them to, build a bridge, a flyover on the ocean, and then reach the other place. Then what happens? We have a Kumbhakarna, who symbolizes the tamasic nature. There are three natures, three gunas: tamasic, rajasic nature, and then sattvic. Sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. There are three gunas. The tamasic is the inertia, the laziness. What you see there, Kumbhakarna, he is the biggest example of this laziness. What else? He will eat and sleep. He will eat and sleep. When Saraswati asked, God asked, what is that you want? Instead of, he said Vidya, he want Nidde. He then Tatastu, Brahma said Tatastu, he gave Nidde to him, not Vidya to him. So this is what has happened to him. Then Kumbhakarna symbolizes the tamasic nature. Then Ravana symbolizes the rajasic nature. What is this rajas? Rajas is full of agitation, full of ambition, full of the ambition, greed, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara. All these things are Rishadvarga. Lobha, moha, mada, matsara. Oh, I want that, I will grab this, I will grab this. So what will happen now? So the tamasic nature symbolized by Kumbhakarna, rajasic nature symbolized by Ravana, then Vibhishana, the sattvic. He understood, oh, there is no point in being here. So let me, jump over, cross over, like go to from one party to another party. Now today it is happening. A lot of people are jumping the fence. So this is what the inner meaning. So Sita symbolizes the peace. Ravana symbolizes the rajasic nature, the agitation. So when you fight in your mind. You have the laziness, you fight. You have that rajasic nature, the over ambition, you fight. Then you improve the sattvic nature, and then there is peace, Sita, the peace, the Atman and the peace. So coming back to the Atman, so that is what is called Ramayana. I am very sure, I hope you appreciate the symbolic meaning of the Ram Setu. Today we have seen the satellite satellite picture where there is a bridge like structure, whatever it is. But Kujanti Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam, Valmiki has symbolized this, and he has given us, this is management. Unless and until we control our mind, what management? No business can be improving. No personality can, build a person. We cannot build a personality in ourselves. So that's what we symbolize us with this prelude. I will come to the subject, the management mantras of Ramayana. I'm very sure this prelude has given you some inputs to how we have to see the scriptures, how we have to look at the scriptures, how we have to relate, correlate. We don't need to use, Carl Pearson's, theory of correlation, coefficient of correlation. For that, we need to have a primary data. And now here we don't have even secondary data. Is all the scriptures, whatever that is written, is only based on the secondary data. We are to correlate. So this may be, this is a conceptual, not an empirical study. This conceptual study. What we do research here, as per our research knowledge, we go deep, dissect, and find out, oh, this is the meaning of the scriptures. So with this management mantras of Ramayana, what is this mantra? Why we have taken the word mantra? Manaha trayate iti mantraha. The meaning of mantra, manaha trayate. It's the protection. Mantra, trayate, it improvises, it protects us, it takes care, then that is how the mantra. Management practices also. It will take us to next level. Suppose we are doing a particular business. We don't understand the principles of management. We don't know. Suppose we do a business without understanding the basic principles of management, we will not become successful in the business. So if at all we have to be successful in business, we should know the basic principles of management. So it is a sum total of the planning, organizing, staffing, controlling. So the principles of management, then what we have just now we have recollected, maybe organizing, planning, controlling, staffing, all these things, comprising of these, the processes is called management. Then mantra. So always we keep on dwelling upon this, like mantra, like a japa. We keep on dwelling upon again and again, again and again. There is something called SWOT analysis. I am very sure many of you will be knowing about this SWOT analysis. Strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat. Now, we don't say SWOT. We say SWOC. Instead of threat, then nothing is threat. Nothing is a threat for us. Plan, strengths and weaknesses are okay. We have understood. We will understand. We dissect. We will analyze what is our strength. We will analyze what is our weakness, and we will understand what are the opportunities available in the market, in the field. And then the last one is not threat. It is a challenge. So nothing is a threat for us. Nothing is a threat. It's a challenge. So now in the modern management system, we use SWOT analysis instead of SWOT analysis. No threat. Why we feel that it's a threat? Let us see it's a challenge. Let us take on this challenge, and we'll see how we can, cross over this, and we will understand how we will, reach our goals. But in this particular topic, I will not take, entire management into consideration. I have selected some few points: the dilemma of choice, then the sharpen the communication skills, how we can correlate to Ramayana, the competition, how to come over, win the competition, then they reach the goal, how to reach the goal, then win-win, like we have this Stephen Covey 7 habits, how this win-win we can apply here. Then the strategies take the right path, what is the right path, then the emotional balance, all these things we are going to discuss one by one. Dilemma of thoughts. What is this dilemma of thoughts? We always have the correlate, we oscillate between whether I have to do this, whether I have to take this. Our mind, it will be oscillating. Many times we take wrong decisions. The dilemma, the very thought. DVG very nicely says in one of his poems, I'll give you the meaning of that in English also. Janakajaya darshanade naitu Ravana chapala. Janakajaya darshanade naitu Ravana chapala. Kanakamurga darshanade Janakiya chapala. Jana avana nindipudu ಕನಿಕರಿಪುದಿ ಕೇಯಲಿ ಮನದ ಬಗೆ ಅರಿಯದದು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಮನದ ಬಗೆ ಅರಿಯದದು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಜನಕಜಯ ದರ್ಶನದೇನಾಯ್ತು ರಾವಣ ಚಪಲ. Ravana seeing Sita, the most beautiful lady on this earth. The way explained, the way, the Valmiki has given the picture of this Hanuman crossing over to Lanka, and he will find out Sita, and it's a beautiful one. Sita is the most beautiful lady on this earth. Very, very beautiful lady. Ravana, having, seeing her, he will get tempted. Oh, I have to. In Jain's Ramayana, Pampa Ramayana, there is something called as Paranari Sodari Vrata. Very nicely, the Nagachandra very nicely says Ramachandra Charita Purana in the ancient Kannada, Alagannada. He nicely says, he calls it as Pampa Ramayana because he is the disciple of Pampa, Nagachandra. And he says, he will explain. It is not, he will be attracted by Sita. He will be going. In fact, it's different Ramayanas we have. Let us not get confused. My talk is based on Valmiki Ramayana only. But just to give you an example, when Ravana has taken a vrata, a oath, that all the ladies who are married ladies, he will consider them as Sodari. Paranari Sodari Vrata. He has taken that. He will consider all those who are married women, all his sisters. But he will overcome that. He will say, he will reject that. He will not bother to consider that Paranari Sodari Vrata. And then he is attracted to Sita. In fact, he will be going to fight a war with Karadushanas, where Lakshmana is fighting a war. He was not, in fact, interested in Sita, but he will be looking at Sita. Then the Nagabrahma, how nicely he will explain about Sita, the beauty of Sita. Janakajaya Darushanade Naitu Ravana Chapala. With a Paranari Sodari Vrata, he is tempted, attracted by Sita. But what is the greatness of Sita? Kanaka Mruga Darushanadi Janakiya Chapala. By looking at the golden deer, she will look at the golden deer. It is not possible. You cannot. Kanaka Mruga, the existence of Kanaka Mruga is not there on this earth. There cannot be a golden deer. It is just, it is impossible. And being a princess and, educated lady, she could have thought, this is something illusion. It is something, which is mesmerizing me. It is something which I should not believe. It is something artificial. It's like that she could have thought, but she didn't think. Her mind said, hey, I want it. I want it. The want is that want, a very dangerous one. Kanakamurga Darushanadi Janakiya Chapala. Jana Avana Nindipudu, if you come to a debate, people will say, they will curse Ravana, a horrible fellow here. What is this thing here? He's a villain, he's a bloody fellow, he is not a good guy, he has kidnapped Sita. So Sita has not thought of this. She has crossed the Lakshmana Rekha. Even Lakshmana, Rama will go in such a, then he will say, Sita, don't worry. No, Rama, I want it. Then Rama goes because he loves his wife. Then he goes in search of that and he has to bring it. He cannot kill it. Then Lakshmana also, she will send him, hey, go. Rama is in problem. There is a cry. Ha Lakshmana, ha Sita. Maricha, while dying, the arrow, Rama will draw an arrow and kill that fellow. While dying, he says, ha Lakshmana, ha Sita. Then in the disguise of Rama, he makes the Rama's voice, because they are all Rakshasas, they are demons, they know how to do, they are Mayavis. Then Sita will send Lakshmana, then she will cross the line. After even then, see, the beauty is this. Then Lakshmana will tell, there is a line, Amma, Sita Mata, don't cross this line. You will put 3 lines, 3 lines. Even this last line also, she will cross over and she is kidnapped. You know the story later. So the mind is very important one. In the management principles, we say, emotional balancing. My first job, after my 1 month of on-job training, my manager asked my superior, hey, is the boy emotional? Is the boy emotional? This is what the training, we used to have rigorous training in Union Carbide. His manager asked, hey, he is just a fellow here, he is 21-year-old guy. Is he emotional? No, sir, he is not emotional. He is having the balance. So the management says you need to have the emotional balance. Have you ever seen a salesman going and fighting with a customer? No, he will not fight. He should not fight. If he fights, he's not a good marketing guy. And have you seen HR guys, shouting? No, they don't shout. If a manager shouts, he is not a good manager. Without shouting, to be strict, you need not be rude. There is a saying in management principles. To be strict, you don't need to be rude. You don't need to be rude. You don't need to shout. So this is the beauty of thing. We control your mind. So Sita could not control her mind. She, landed in trouble. So management principles of Ramayana is this. What is the lesson we get? We have to be emotionally very strong. Taking decisions at that time, we should not be slaves to our heart. We should have to be slave to our mind. Our mind, buddhi. Buddhi should direct, not the mind. The mind will, it is a slave to all our pancha gnanendriyas, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasagandha. All these, they will be attracting. Dasaro, navella, ಶುನಕನಂದದಿ ಜಗದ ವಾಸನೆಗಳೆಳೆತಕ್ಕೆ ದಿಕ್ಕು ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸೆಗಳು ಹೊರಗೆ ಕೊಂಡಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ವಾಸನಾಕ್ಷಯ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. Like dogs, they get the smell and get attracted. Even our mind, all our sensory organs, they will be, drawing us, they will be dragging us. They come, they are pulling us. Chalo. But it is in our hand. We should control all our sensory organs. So Sita could not control the mind, landed in problem. So that is the first management lesson. The lesson is, management mantra is, I have to have the emotional balance. The mind, you have to guide our mind to the right direction. Don't have too much of dilemma, whether to be or not to be, no. Atmaivare drashtavya, shrotavyo, mantravyo, nididhyasitavya. Yajnavalkya very nicely says, Nididhyasa, very important. When we are taking a decision, we have to come to a Nididhyasa, particular place where we become stable in our thought process. We will take the decision from, very analysis, from our intellect, not from our mind. So this is the first management mantra. Then the next one I'm going to develop on is the focus. Very interesting. I'll give it story. Hanuman is, in fact, he will be sitting quiet. Sampati, the brother of Jatayu, tells them that, Ravana has taken Sita. I didn't have the wings, the feathers, the wings with me, because there is a different story than, Jatayu and Sampati will go towards Surya Mandala, the sun, and to protect Jatayu, he will spread his wings. Then he burns and he comes down, he falls down. Anyway, that's a different story. All right. Sampati says, see, I can see Lanka. Sita is, Ravana has taken to Lanka. Then Hanuman, he'll be sitting quiet. Jambuvan says, Hanuman, you are the only person who can do this. You have to fly to Sri Lanka. Jump, go. Only you have the capacity. You go, search for Sita, come back with the, the sweet news, the happy news. You have to do it. Then he gets motivated. Always the motivation from many people comes from outside. Even for human beings also, what these HR people will do in the management, they'll say, hey, you can do it. Come on, yeah, come on, you do it. We have a lot of management games. We tell them, hey, we encourage them, hey, come on, we can do it. You can do it. Do it. Do it. You can do it, like that. So Jambuvan also does the same thing, and he tells Hanuman that you can do it. Then he jumps. He flies. On the way, there is one, the mountain called Mainaka. It comes up. It slowly comes up from the ocean. All right. Then Hanuman says, what is this? A mountain coming up. Valmiki very nicely explains, why he has earlier mountains used to have wings, something like that, or stories, whatever. This Mainaka is Vayudeva, Hanuman's father, his friend. Then with that gratitude, he says, Hanuman, please rest here for some time. You have to go a long way. Very long way you have to fly. You will be very tired. What you do, you rest here, take some fruits, relax. Then you go. Take my word. All right. Then he says, Hanuman says, no, sorry. I'm very sorry. I have given word to my friends, Rama, that I will not eat, I will not drink water till I see Sita. The focus. Till then, I have to see Sita first. Then only I can eat something. Otherwise, I'm very sorry. I have to do the job first. I'm given a job. This is again, friends, the management lesson for us. Many of us will not have this focus. Many of us will start a job, we divert, go to different one. We will not get focused. We don't go to we will not be after a particular job. I've seen many of my research scholars, after having started registered for PhD, they will take some 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, like that. I am very happy to tell you that, I don't want to boast myself. Within 3 years, I completed my PhD. Day and night, one has to work 24 hours, round the clock, 24/7, one has to work. Then only we can do some achievement. Otherwise, where we start, where we end, there is no correlation between our, starting and ending. DVG very nicely says, I quote, ಘನತತ್ವ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ದಿನರಾತ್ರಿ ಮನಸೋತು ಘನತತ್ವ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ದಿನರಾತ್ರಿ ಮನಸೋತು ನೆನೆಯದಿನ್ನೊಂದನು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಮರೆತು ಅದರ ಅನುಸಂಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವಭಾರವನ್ನು ಮರೆಯುವುದು ಹನುಮಂತನ ಉಪದೇಶ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. He says very nicely, ಘನತತ್ವ. We should have to have that value. And the value system in us. Yes, I have started my job. ಇರುವ ಕೆಲಸವ ಮಾಡು ಕಿರಿದೆನೆದ ಮನವಿಟ್ಟು ದೊರೆತುದು ಹೊಸಾದವೆಂದುಂಡು ಗಣಗಿಡದೆ ಸಹಿಸು ಲೋಕದ ಭರವ ಪರಮಾರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಬಿಡದೆ ಹೊರಡು ಕರೆ ಬರಲಳದೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. DVG very nicely says again and again, I think I get these quotes. ಘನತತ್ವ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ value. We need to have the value in us. Value system. Yes, I started this job, I will complete it. He was not doing this job for money. Many of our, in the corporates I have seen, they always, they say, hey, what, sir, this company, what money they give, this is more than enough for this company. They always, they consider, they think, they measure, give and take policy. What they give, I give this. They give this much salary, I only work only this much. That should not be the case. Hanuman never worked for money. Nobody gave him money. Nobody gave him promotion. Nobody gave him, increment. Nothing. He just did it. He said, my Ram's job is my job. I am his slave. Dasa. He said, Dasa. Duta. I am his messenger. He says, I am his messenger. He had value. Dhanatattva. Dinaratri. Day and night. Day and aharnishi. Manasotu. Surrender to it. I take it to my mind. Not thinking of anything else, forgetting entire world. Hanumantanu Upadesha Ankur. Anusandhiyali. Anusandhana means focus. Anusandhana. So that anusandhana has to take place in us, in the management principles. We say, get focused. Anusandhana means focus. Arjuna in Ramayana, Drona will ask you, Arjuna, hey, what do you see? I see the eyeball of the bird, and you shoot, he will shoot. So that is focus. Hanuman had that focus. He never thought of anything else. I have to go see Sita, then only I will do any other job. I'm very sorry. Till then, I'm not going to rest. I will not relax. I will not rest. Sorry, Mainaka. Thank you very much for your offer, but I'm very sorry. I cannot relax. I have a job. I have a focus. I will do this job only. All of us have to think management mantra. This is one of the mantra. We have to get focused. Many of us will not get focused. We get diverted. We don't accomplish. What happens if you don't focus and if you are diverted? We don't accomplish a particular job. Those who are focused, those who are not focused. I've seen, I was a teacher, I was a professor, head of the department in MBA. I've seen many MBA students not getting focused. At the end of the semester, during examination time, just go through the notes and just pass and go. So focus, there is no focus. There is no, the interest. Yeah, somehow, chalo, theek hai. Callous nature, very callous, very casual. Hey, theek hai, it's okay. Enjoy. Go through mobiles. Oh my God. Whenever I am in the classroom, I look at the guys who are sitting in the last benches. When they put the head down, I'm very sure they are looking at the mobiles. I will go and catch. I have a very bad habit of teaching. While teaching, I keep walking throughout. I use the stage, full stage. I even go to the last bench and talk to them, touch them. Hey, how are you? Hey, stand up and give the answer. I have a very bad habit of asking questions, but I always tell my students, you have a very good habit of not answering questions. So this is what has happened. So focus. So like Hanuman, symbolizing the focus. So the management says, you be focused. Even the business houses, they have to be focused. Many of the business houses, they have lost their business only because they are not focused. So this is what, when you don't have focus, a business house should have focus, a person should have focus. So this is the second lesson of Ramayana, okay? Management mantra of Ramayana. Communications, very important one. Communication in the management language, if we say, from one person to the other person, a sender and a receiver, there are two entities in communication, in the communication process, the sender and the receiver. The sender will send the message, it is coded, and then here the receiver will decode it, and then he will understand, and again he will give the feedback. So this is the simple principles of communication. Friends, I tell you, communication is one of the very, very important tool in management. Today, all our engineering colleges, they are appointing English teachers, to give the knowledge of English, spoken English, written English to the engineering students. I tell you, friends, even IIM's CAT exam, long back, there used to be only MCQs, all right, multiple choice questions. Later, IIMs, the CAT, they thought MCQs are not going to solve our problems. We need to have the voluminous writing. They need to have the paragraph writing. The communication is very important. Today we are appointing communication. We organize communication workshops and teach them how to communicate. Here we will take the example. Again, we'll take the example of the Hanuman. When he first meets, there are 6 chapters in Ramayana: the Balakanda, Ayodhya Kanda, Aranya Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundara Kanda, Yuddha Kanda. In fact, there is one 7th one, Uttarakanda, which is it is under dispute again. Many people say Valmiki has not written, and like Valmiki, some disciples have written and added into Ramayana. Like in Mahabharata, it is a huge one. Mahabharata is a huge one because many poets in between, they have added their chapters and it has become too big. There are so many chapters. In fact, to tell you, Abhignana Shakuntala, the Shakuntala story, it is a very small story in Mahabharata. One of the very small stories that Kalidasa has made it a very beautiful, Kavikula Guruhu, Kalidaso Vilasaha. Shakuntala, you have to read Shakuntala. I have read Shakuntala. Very nice, beautiful, drama it is. Very, very beautiful. Hanuman. In the Kishkinda Kanda, the Kishkinda is a place, even today you can go to Hampi near Anagundi. There is a place called Kishkinda. Kishkinda means the narrow, very narrow. It's called Kishkinda. The place also there. Sugriva will be staying in Kishkinda because Wali will be, throwing him out. Then Rama and Lakshmana will be moving in the forest, looking for Sita, searching for her because she's kidnapped and she's not. They don't see anywhere, and they keep searching in the forest. They come close to Kishkinda. Sugriva will sight them from a distance because he will be on the hilltop. Then you will see some fellows with a bow and arrow and all. Maybe Wali has sent them. They may be spies. They might, Wali might have sent them to kill us. So please go find out. Then Hanuman will say, don't worry. Hanuman is the minister. All right, Mantri is the Mantri in Sugriva's Asthana. Okay. Then he will come. He will fly and come meet Rama and Lakshmana. Then it is very interesting, the communication, the conversation that goes on between Hanuman and Rama and Lakshmana. He will introduce himself. He is Sugriva's. Then he will also ask them, hey, you look like kings, but you are having the kavi, the naru, the very cotton clothes, something like that. And then you have a bow and arrow, but you are not. You have the jata, but you are not sannyasis. But you look like warriors. Why you are having bow and arrow? It's like this. You will have, and you are very shining in the face. You look like royal, having background. Then you will talk like that. When he's talking, Rama will be observing. Oh, what he is talking. Very nicely he will observe and tell Lakshmana, Nan Rugveda Vinitasya, Na Yajurveda Dadharinaha, Na Samaveda Vidushaha, Shakyamevam Prabhashitum. He will tell Lakshmana, see, look at him. Nunam Vyakarana Krutsa Manena Bahuda Shrutam, Bahu Vyaharatanena Na Kinchit Apashabdam. Very nicely he will say. He will observation, you see, how he is going. Namukhe Netra Yor Vapi Lalate Cha Bruvos Tata Anyashtapi Cha Gatreshu Doshaha Samvidita Kaschit. Very nicely observe. He will tell. He has studied all the Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. Otherwise, the way he is talking, you can make out he is a Pandit. Like I tell you, when you listen to a person, you will understand what knowledge he has, what the depth of knowledge he has. You will really clearly understand. Then Rama says he knows all Vedas. He is a Vedadhyai. And he knows Vyakarana. Then he says, his eye contact, eye movement, eyeball movement, his eyebrows. Then Lalataha, his whole face. He is not making any unwanted movement. And Apashabdam, no Apashabdam. Kinchit Apashabdam, not even a single word. His pronunciation is so fantastic. He should be a Pandit. He should be a very intelligent person. He should be a scholarly person. He should have studied Vedas. He should have done a lot of research like that. So friends, we should know with this communication is very important. When we talk, ನುಡಿದರೆ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಹಾರದಂತಿರಬೇಕು, ನುಡಿದರೆ ಸ್ಫಟಿಕದ ಶಲಾಕೆಯಂತಿರಬೇಕು, ನುಡಿದರೆ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯದ ದೀಪ್ತಿಯಂತಿರಬೇಕು, ನುಡಿದರೆ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಹಾರ means the garland of pearls. ವಚನ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ನುಡಿದರೆ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಹಾರದಂತಿರಬೇಕು. When we talk, it should be like the garland of a pearls, ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಹಾರ. So like that our talk, like that our pronunciation. So the management lesson what Valmiki gives to us is, when we are talking, talk, precisely, talk correctly, and don't talk excess. When you talk one word, you will give volumes of the meaning to it. I will summarize. So friends, we have started our talk with invocation, Valmiki, invocation. Then we in the prelude session, we have discussed about Ram Setu. Then the coding and decoding. What is this ocean? What is this bridge? What is Rama? What Kumbhakarna symbolizes? Then we progress to discuss about 3 important aspects of management principles. Before that, we have understood what is mantra, manaha, trayate, the mantra. Then we dwell upon the dilemma of thoughts by Sita. She had got a thought, so how we can control that. Then focus, we have understood by understanding, by discussing about Hanuman on the way, Mainaka, when he comes, what he tells, what he communicates to. Then the communication skill, which is very important. All our management skills today, you may be a lawyer, you may be a doctor, you may be a teacher, you may be a software engineer. Today, I tell you, communication is a very, very, very important tool for you to, become successful in your life, in our lives. So that's where how Hanuman has impressed Rama, impressed Lakshmana in his talks, the way he talks, his body movement, his eyeball movement, his pronunciation. When we talk, we directly or indirectly, we give lot of messages to the person who is going to listen to our talk. So our talk should have the value, our talk should have the meaning, our talk should be very melodious, our talk should have the grammatically no mistakes. So with all this background, we need to communicate. Communication is one of the very important management principles in 4 P's. In 4 P's, I'll talk about this: product, price, place, promotion. So in the 4 P's of functions of management, the product is very important. We need to have a product through business. After the product, when we manufacture the product, we should know the price, that is the cost to the buyer. The price we should know. Then very important aspect. Then the place means distribution, the place where a consumer will go and reach out to the product. The company, the supply chain is very important. We need to reach out to the customer. Consumer will not come to our factory and buy. We should see to it that it reaches. That is called as place. Then the promotion is very, very important. Today we use the artificial intelligence for promotion. In YouTube you have promotions, in Facebook you have promotions, everywhere we have promotions. So promotion is very important. Promotion is for communication. We communicate to the customer, we communicate to the whole world what we are manufacturing, what we are talking, what is our activity. So communication is very important for us, all of us, whether you are working as a corporate, as a teacher, lawyer, whatever it is. And as long as your communication is very effective, you will be very successful. When your communication is good, you are always a very, very successful person. You have an edge over others. Anyway, thank you very much for the opportunity.